is one of our favorites of all time, Nate McMillan.
Nate McMillan.
I understand you went from a Hall of Famer to
We make Mac 10 hold the mic. Hey, listen, I know, first of all, it's great to see you, man. I mean, we followed your career. I remember talking to you when I first got to Seattle in 1993, sitting across the table for you at old Sonics headquarters. And I was in awe of you, Nate, because I had just come from Flint, Michigan. I'm sitting here talking to Nate McMillan. What a great, one of my first assignments. And you were so nice, man, because you could have just sit there with this rookie and said, this guy doesn't know what he's talking
And
about.
look at Nate, he's still going strong.
But you were so genuine, man. So, and that's one of the great things Chris and I were just talking about. You guys, some of these great athletes out there from Seattle and around the world, they're so great on the field. But when they're able to be genuine and authentic, that's a big thing, and we always appreciated that about you.
I really appreciate that, and that's important to me. I had a young lady I was doing my foundation, and this young lady attended my foundation, and come to find out she was the wife of the president of my foundation. And she said she had met me on the plane. And she said she asked me for an autograph, and I said, how was I? She's like, you was just the nicest. I said, okay, all right, that's cool. I mean, that's important to me. That's important to me, the character, and a lot of times, people judge your character about when you're not in the light.
Yeah.
When they see you out on the streets. And for me, I had nothing but love for this entire community. I understood that you guys have a job to do, and you're supporting us, and try to make it easy as possible on both of us, and really butter you guys up so you don't kill us when we lose in the first round to the Nuggets.
Nate, when you look at, obviously the NBA is doing very well.
Yeah.
And I heard somebody recently say the NBA doesn't need Seattle, but the NBA would love to have Seattle again. And there's talk out there about expansion, and obviously you put your heart and soul into this city. Just your thoughts as we talk about maybe getting the Sonics back here in Seattle. And you've got the pulse of the NBA, you know it well. Just your thoughts on that.
I think the NBA does need Seattle. It was a good market when we had the team here, because of some financial situations and things that was going on with schools and roads and the monorail and all of that. We just could not, afford to build another arena at that time, which was, it sounded like, the thing that kept us from keeping the team here. But we have as much history and tradition as any team in the NBA. This is an absolute great market. In the 90s, when we were just talking about that, this was one of the best places for sports. I mean, you think about the Hall of Famers that was planned at that time. When you look at Gary, who became a Hall of Famer, you look at Rodriguez and Ken Griffey Jr. and Edgar and all of those guys. I mean, Husky football was exciting. Sonics basketball was exciting. The Mariners was exciting. The Seahawks. It was just, we were going from one season to another, and we all were supporting each other and able to survive because our fan base was committed to all of us. So it is a good market for sports. It's certainly a good market for basketball. And I have my fingers crossed that the NBA will bring a franchise back to Seattle.
I love it.
I got to believe that's one of the worst kept secrets out there, is that the Sonics will come back to Seattle for sure. I want to ask you one last question before we let you go, but you've had a lot of success in the coaching ranks, Nate, and certainly as a player. Some players can't make that transition to coach, but you definitely did it with success. Are we through seeing you on the sidelines? Is that going to be it for you on the court?
It really, I don't know right now. The right situation has to come about. Right now what I've focused on this season is my foundation. I just started the Nate McMillan Foundation to mentor fatherless boys, 10 to 18, and really give them a platform, try to empower these young kids to, to have hope but they need people, they need programs to support them, and especially the fatherless young boys that are out here who are being raised by single mothers. My mother was single, had 6 kids, and if it wasn't for coaches and teachers and mentors, and I had an older brother and fathers in the community, I wouldn't be in the position that I'm in. So for me, it's just to extend a hand back to the kids and to my community to give them some support and guidance and a role model so that they can transition from being a boy to a man.
And then Nate, real quick, how do they help? How do they get involved with that?
The Nate McMillan Foundation.org.
Okay.
You can go to that website, take a look at us. Right now, it's just in North Carolina. I'm going to eventually bring that out to Seattle. I've been out here a few times and talking with a number of different groups. Rise Above is one of the groups that I've been talking with. So go to NateMcMillanFoundation.org and take a look at us and give us some support.
Yeah, well, I mean, your authenticity comes right through, Nate. We appreciate it. It's no surprise that that's a road you're going down, and I'm sure that everybody appreciates it as well. So thank you very much for coming on, and man, it's great to see you. You look great.
Great to see you. You
All
look
right,
great.
Nate McMillan. Thanks a lot, man. Enjoy
Thank you,
the
Nate.
evening.
All right.
Okay, good seeing you.
Thank you, Nate.
All right.